Imagine a weapon so fast that by the time you detect it, it's almost too late. This is not science fiction. These are hypersonic missiles, projectiles that travel many times the speed of sound. Now picture these missiles hidden below the ocean's surface, carried silently by submarines. The result is a weapon system that is nearly impossible to see coming, and even harder to stop. Why is this so important? Because the world's oceans have become a giant chessboard. Nations move their ships and submarines in secret, looking for advantages. Hypersonic missiles on submarines could change the rules of this game overnight. They could strike faster and from directions no one expects. China has decided to take this gamble. The country is working to put deadly hypersonic missiles on its low-cost diesel-electric submarines, especially the Yuan class. This is not just a simple upgrade. It could shift the balance of power in the world's seas and make war much more unpredictable. This story is about more than just machines. It's about strategy, risk, and the future of global security. The choices being made right now might shape the next century. Not all submarines are the same. Some use nuclear power, like the famous American and Russian subs. These are big, expensive, and can stay underwater for months. Others, like China's Yuan class, use diesel-electric engines. These are smaller, cheaper, and need to surface more often for air. But don't let their size fool you. They are very quiet and hard to find. Why did China choose diesel-electric submarines? The answer is simple: cost and stealth. Diesel-electric boats are much cheaper to build and run. A country can make many of them quickly. They can hide in shallow seas, waiting quietly for the perfect moment to strike. For a rising naval power, these are perfect tools to surprise opponents. Nuclear submarines can travel farther and stay hidden longer, but they are loud compared to diesel subs, making them easier to detect with modern sensors. Diesel electrics, especially modern designs, can run almost silently for days using special batteries and air-independent propulsion systems. With so many choices, China decided to build both types. But for a secret strike with hypersonic weapons, stealthy diesel electrics like the Yuan class are especially powerful. 25 years ago, China's navy was old and outmatched. Its submarine fleet was mostly Soviet era, noisy and easy to spot. That changed in the early 2000s. China began a massive program to build new submarines, focusing on diesel-electric models first. The Goldmore subs, built faster and better to control nearby seas. By 2010, China had launched dozens of new Yuan-class submarines. These boats were smaller than American or Russian nuclear subs, but much quieter. China also started making them in large numbers, far outpacing its neighbors. With each new boat, China learned more about building and operating submarines quietly and efficiently. But China did not stop there. In the 2010s, the country poured money into missile research. Scientists worked day and night to develop fast, deadly missiles that could outfly anything the world had seen. The end result was China's own family of hypersonic weapons, projectiles that could travel 5 times the speed of sound or more. Now the next step is underway. China is working to fit these hypersonic missiles on its stealthy diesel subs, creating a new weapon the world has never seen before. What makes hypersonic missiles so special? Speed. These missiles travel at Mach 5 or faster, over 6,000 kilometers per hour. Traditional missiles fly in high, predictable arcs. Hypersonic missiles fly low and twist unpredictably, making them very hard to track and almost impossible to shoot down. Imagine trying to defend your ship against a missile you only have minutes to see, track, and stop. That is the nightmare facing navies today. A hypersonic missile does not just arrive faster, it can also change course mid-flight, dodging defenses and making counterattacks much harder. For years, only a few countries had these weapons. Now China has developed them and wants to hide them on submarines. This makes them even more dangerous. Ships at sea, or even bases far inland, could be attacked with almost no warning. This leap in missile technology is forcing every navy to rethink how it protects itself. Old defenses may no longer work. New strategies are needed, fast. Putting hypersonic missiles on diesel-electric submarines is a bold move, a real gamble. Normally, these subs launch torpedoes or short-range missiles. Hypersonic weapons are bigger and much more powerful. Fitting them into the small, crowded hull of a Yuan-class sub is a huge engineering challenge. But if China succeeds, the payoff could be massive. Just imagine, dozens of small, cheap submarines hiding near enemy coastlines. Each one could launch a surprise attack, sending hypersonic missiles screaming toward their targets. Defenders would have almost no time to react. The element of surprise would be on China's side. This strategy is not just about technology. It's about numbers and surprise. China can afford to build many diesel-electric subs, each one a possible threat. With hypersonic missiles on board, even a single sub could change the outcome of a battle or start an international crisis. But there are risks. Diesel subs must surface to recharge batteries, making them vulnerable to detection. And new technology often has bugs. If something goes wrong, the whole strategy could backfire. Life on a diesel-electric submarine is tough. The boats are small and cramped. There is little privacy and everyone shares tight spaces. The air can get stale and food is simple. Sailors often work in shifts, sleeping wherever there is room. Days and nights blur together under the ocean. Yet, for many crew members, this is a point of pride. They are trained to operate quietly, staying hidden from enemy sensors. Diesel-electric subs use batteries to run almost silently for hours or days. This stealth makes them dangerous hunters, able to sneak up on targets without being seen. Another key advantage is cost. Diesel-electric subs are much cheaper to build than nuclear subs. This means China can afford more of them, spreading its fleet far and wide. For the sailors, it means more responsibility. Each sub could carry a game-changing weapon. It is not an easy life, but the mission is important. Crews know that their stealth and skills could make the difference in a future conflict. China's move is making the world nervous. For other countries, hypersonic missiles on stealthy subs are a nightmare. These weapons are hard to spot, hard to stop, and easy to hide. Defending against them is expensive and complicated. Even a rumor of a sub nearby can cause panic. Regional rivals like Japan, India, and Australia are worried. They are spending more on their own navies and anti-submarine defenses. The United States, with its vast Pacific fleet, now faces a new kind of invisible threat. Even countries far from China must rethink their security plans. There is also a deep debate about strategy. Some experts say China is being clever, using affordable technology to level the playing field. Others warn that this is too risky. A single mistake or a misunderstanding could quickly lead to war. No one knows exactly how this will end. But one thing is clear. The oceans are becoming more dangerous, and the risk of sudden attack is growing. The ocean depths have always been a place of secrets. Now, with hypersonic missiles on stealthy subs, those secrets are more dangerous than ever. China's gamble is changing the rules of naval warfare. Ships, sailors, and nations must adapt, or risk being left behind. Invisible threats are rising. The line between peace and war is growing blurry. A single sub, hidden below the waves, could launch a strike that changes history. This new underwater chess game is about much more than ships and missiles. It is about uncertainty, strategy, and the future of global power. So, is China's strategy a smart way to use new technology, or is it a dangerous risk that could spark disaster? The answer is not simple. As the world watches, one question remains. Are we ready for the silent, invisible dangers that now lurk beneath the sea?